We don't usually do sports on this show, but I'm pissed about the Heat. And me and Jeremy have been talking outside about 10 minutes about the Heat and how they did a bunch of things that they shouldn't have done, like won a bunch of games in the play-in, and I'm upset. So,
but you know what they did do, Tony? They had a really good video of Pat Riley standing up and doing like the pointing thing.
Who was he pointing at?
Yeah, they did.
Also, what was Andy sitting in? Does anybody have an answer for me on that?
I don't think we know that. That was
odd, right?
That was odd. I hope he's okay because it looked like it was like
a wheelchair. Yeah,
or something.
I didn't know.
Ellis Brooks in a wow.
Well,
no, we don't know. We're not putting it out there.
It was like
somebody hit the reckless speculation button.
It was like very padded.
I got it here.
It was like a very padded chair.
Hold on, here it is.
Time to throw away all journalistic credibility and get reckless. Here is something we like to call reckless speculation. You're good?
We're probably not good. We should probably not do that.
Jeremy, you had something?
All right, someone's going to fade that down.
No,
can you fade it down on the board?
No, all the reckless speculation is it was a different chair.
Yeah.
And we want to know what the situation was.
Kind of like the way like LeBron James
has a higher chair.
These NBA guys, they get like
once Phil Jackson sat in a higher chair.
Once you reach a certain status, you're like, you need your own chair?
Yeah.
You good with that one? Okay.
Yeah. You made the phone gesture like this.
Yeah, that means hang up. That means turn it off.
Really happy we got to talk this out on it.
Yeah, production, behind the scenes, behind the curtain, blah, 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 go. Welcome to Mystery Crate.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was waiting for somebody to say it.
Which is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings. Yeah.
So I'm just upset with the Heat. That's all. I just wanted to put that out there because the draft yesterday, Jess, I don't know if you saw the draft at all, did you?
I watched all of it.
Okay.
And, well, that's a lie. I watched up until around the 7th pick, and then I was like, the rest of this is not that important. I love the NBA draft, but it's not comparable to the NFL draft in that the players taken later on, I will not necessarily watch them play for a while, nor will they play for the teams that draft them potentially when they do play. So I sort of tune out. And then I forget, I think I turned on a women's basketball game after that. I think the Valkyrie were playing last night.
I feel like that was an insincere I love the NBA draft. She started that sentence with I love. Like you don't have to love it. It's okay. You can just
I do like it. I like watching what play. Okay, you're right. I like it.
She's a draft guy. She's a draft guy. She likes drafts.
I like seeing what people wear. I like the interviews for the first, the lottery picks, and then I'm like, okay, well, that's that.
Enough with the families, by the way, doing the.
Wow, like Danny Wolf's brother.
But yeah, like the post game press conference, like right off, they shake Adam Silver's hand, they get off, and then it's like Monica McNutt with the entire family. Like, just give me the kid.
Monica McNutt's great.
Not about her. I'm saying about the family. Like, I don't need to hear.
Have Monica interview the kid.
Right.
But
like I want to hear the kid.
Knipple. You don't want to hear like what the weird flying Knipple boys.
I had told Jenny, I was like, babe, this guy is one of 5, but then his dad was also one of 5, and they had like the hoop it up 3-on-3 like grainy footage from the flying Knipple
So they're
brothers.
like the Von Erichs of
literally
of basketball.
But they're all really good.
Yeah. I mean, that. Yeah.
I don't know.
That tends to happen. You get a guy who's drafted top 10 in the NBA draft.
And all the brothers are really good at basketball?
Yeah, his family's a basketball family.
What about the Hemsworth?
What about... okay.
Listen. About the Hemsworth thing.
Hold on. Let me set it up for Jessica.
Set it up.
So, Jessica, earlier this week, we were talking about the Hemsworths, and Dan was gushing about how they're all so beautiful and handsome. And I said, hold on now. 2 of them are. And then there's the one in Westworld, who affectionately I call the ugly Hemsworth. And he said, which one
is the one in Westworld?
His name is Luke.
And you know how we found out?
The oldest brother.
Jeremy, how did we find out which one Luke was?
I Googled the ugly Hemsworth.
And he came up immediately.
But that's the thing.
Immediately.
If he's ugly,
the only thing
I want to be an ugly Hemsworth.
That's what I'm saying.
The only thing that makes him ugly is that the other 2 guys are his brothers. Because if those guys didn't exist, you would think, man, this guy's good looking.
He's also 6 inches shorter than them too.
Super
It's
attractive.
Yeah, his only
comparison.
crime is that Chris and Liam are his brothers. If those guys weren't his brothers, super attractive guy.
His brothers are both 6'3" plus.
Yeah, and he's short.
5'9".
Yeah.
By the way,
he's Gino.
I sent Jeremy a picture of this.
He's Gino.
I sent Jeremy a picture. The Hemsworth dad, incredible shape.
Crazy.
Incredible shape.
That would be funny if
and
he was
good
just
looking.
really fat.
The mom, also very pretty. So the whole family is just blessed.
Except for
that guy.
Luke.
Yeah.
Poor Luke.
Damn, the dad is
guy's
really
so
hot
good looking.
too.
Right. See?
Isn't there another?
Damn,
you
the
said there was
mom is
4
really
of them,
hot,
right?
too.
Yeah, I need to see these parents.
Yeah, I can't find the 4th.
I don't
they
think
must
there's
hide
4.
in shame.
I don't think there's 4. I think it's
Or did I
3.
get got by Google AI?
Because Craig, you said Craig. Craig is the dad.
Yeah. And also
Hemsworth.
Luke Hemsworth.
Oh, wow.
In the Marvel
Craig.
Universe.
Let me see.
He plays Thor in Love and Thunder in one of the plays.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, good looking family, man.
Yeah.
What do you? They take care of themselves. What do you want to do?
Except for the one.
Yeah.
Like the Skarsgårds.
Yeah. Except one of them looks like shit.
Right.
The
No,
dad.
they're all hot.
No, the old one.
Stellan is so hot.
No,
Sorry.
Bill Skarsgård, is he part of the family?
Also
Bill.
hot. He's it, right?
Yeah, he plays a lot of monsters.
No, I'm not thinking of another Skarsgård then. Alex Skarsgård?
Alex is the one from
Alex
True
is-
Blood. That's
He's the top one.
Truly
Yeah.
the hottie.
He's the alpha Skarsgård.
Damn,
There's also Sarsgaard.
Sarsgaard. I think the Nets drafted him.
So anyway-
A little draft humor for everybody.
joke.
They picked
Yeah.
a bunch of guys that nobody knew.
Before we
Stellan Skarsgård is Baron von Harkonnen. And for anyone who's wondering who the one is, that I was like, no, he's hot.
I don't know
Like
what
a vampire.
guy from
What is
from
Van Harkonnen?
Twilight, right?
Van Helsing.
Are you
Wait
guys
a minute.
serious?
I don't. What the words you just said did not register me with whatsoever. Stalin
Like, I
von
don't
who?
Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. Sorry.
He plays for the Ottawa
He's in
Canucks. I
Dune,
don't
guy.
know.
You guys don't watch
It's
Dune?
Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah. And no.
The big old guy in Dune.
Speaking
No?
of Dune, Denis Villeneuve, the director of Dune,
James Bond.
he's doing Bond.
Does that mean Timmy's going to be Bond?
Oh, if he is, I'm out.
Fuck
That's a
yeah.
poor
Hold on.
casting. That's a
I'm
poor
out.
casting.
Yeah.
You wanna
That's
hear-
the
It's
best
almost
casting.
If you
That
wanna
would be the
hear
most.
an entire island
Perfect.
lose its shit.
It would be that.
That's how they would sound.
All Great
the
Britain.
time.
Yeah.
All of it.
And you know, we tell them first we took our freedom, now we took your bond.
Take
No,
your Bond.
but
Deal with it.
let us do a better Bond than
And also,
him.
we'll deliver it via Amazon
What is
Prime.
wrong with
bitches.
Timmy?
Go with
He's
Idris
not
Elba.
Bond. Let's be very,
Idris
very
Elba.
clear.
Let's go.
Why?
Let's be very, very clear. He's not.
Let's be
James
clear.
Bond.
If he
He's
wants
not
to be,
James
he
Bond.
could be. He's
Yep.
a great actor. He's a modern Renaissance
He's-
man. He's Timmy Chalamet. He's a Knicks fan. What else do you want?
Let me tell you right now. If I'm here to offend the British, I want Chalamet is not offensive enough. I need Kevin Hart for James Bond.
Oh, no.
Listen, my name's Bond. James Bond. All right, listen. Shaking, not stirred. All right, okay. All right. See, what happened was, okay. Money penny.
Who do you think is the most? Which celebrity thinks they could be the Bond the most? Who actually has no chance?
Steven Seagal.
John Krasinski.
Oh,
I feel like John Krasinski wouldn't be too far off.
Chris
honestly.
Pratt.
No, but
he would.
John Krasinski's already done
A million things.
but that's a good one.
Jack Ryan.
He's done Jack
Jack
Ryan, which is
Ryan.
basically
That's a good one,
American
though.
American Bond.
Because
Yeah.
I bet you
He's on a smooth-
won.
He thinks he could
He
do
has
it.
said to his agent, "I want to be Bond."
Yeah,
Krasinski.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It'll still be the office guy to me. I don't care how many.
Which is
action
why he
movies.
won't be
Jim.
Bond.
Exactly, yeah.
So he says,
Like the bad
shaking
guy
not-
comes out with like a secret weapon, pulls out of his shoe, and he's like,
Michael
That's
Scarn.
It's
Michael Scarn, yes,
it's
he's
exactly
Goldface.
that. It's no, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die, and then he breaks the fourth wall. He goes,
Who thinks that they can be Bond but can't be Bond?
but like
That's a
actually
good
has
question.
no chance.
Definitely
Adam Sandler.
Tom Cruise thinks he could do it.
I mean, he could.
He could do anything.
He could
Yeah, you
do
can do
it.
anything, yeah.
I got one for you.
Oh.
Knows he can be Bond, right? Absolutely knows he can be Bond. Has no chance and would be awful at it, right? The Rock.
I was thinking the same thing.
right, yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
Or John Cena.
I think John Cena actually would make a pretty good Bond.
What?
You know who'd be a great Bond? Dave Bautista.
Ooh.
Bond.
I don't know about Dave
Is he
Bautista.
though the best wrestler turned actor?
Yes.
I think so.
Better than The
Hold on,
Rock.
let's
Huh?
think about
Better
it.
than Roddy
Let's think
Piper.
The Rock. I feel like The Rock always plays the same guy.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan and Suburban Commando.
Yeah, great
The
actor.
Hulkster.
The nanny.
He might be.
Mr. Nanny.
Now I think John Cena is a great comedic actor.
John Cena's a better actor. I like John
comedic
Cena.
actor.
Well, I mean, look, wait a minute, what are we drawing?
Well, he did some stuff where he
Blocked.
like basically played a Marine, which he played himself, but it didn't pan out.
Let me give you guys a British name for a new Bond, right? Already an action star, already tons of box office appeal, but also
Jason Statham.
not quite. Yeah, damn, you so.
That was it?
I was like, not the traditional look. It's Jason Statham. We're ready for a bald Bond.
We've wanted Idris Elba for forever.
Yeah.
Which will never happen.
it?
Also,
No, because
Parker.
of racism, yeah.
I think you gotta crawl before you walk.
That was a good Idris.
Statham.
No,
So you
that's
got
Statham.
kind of like in the middle. And
You never remember the movie Parker?
It almost sounds like
Beekeeper.
Idris Elba too.
Beekeeper file.
Yeah, I don't know. He's had a good run. He's had an elite run.
A lot of his
Jason
solo
Statham?
work, yeah, man. Especially recently. A lot of people come out of the Fast and the Furious franchise and like,
Working Man.
Don't have anything. No, Working Man, man. Oh my
I'm
god.
telling you, he's got
movies that
bangers.
sound
Dude.
like occupations.
He's
like
got bangers.
Mechanic or something.
Mechanic, I think, is another one.
I think that's him, right? Is he
Yeah,
even
it
a
should.
mechanic?
It's a mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. There's one where he's a bank robber, but it's
Called Bank Robber.
But no, it's art. It's like an armored truck movie.
He has a bunch. Yeah, what's that one? Driver, right? When he's like a
The Driver's another one though.
driver. He's a driver. Yeah.
I don't know
Baby
if I've
driver.
ever seen a single Jason Statham movie
What?
in my entire life. Like, I don't think I've seen one.
I think I'm with her.
I don't. Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
Really?
Fast and the Furious.
I'm telling you.
Oh
guys.
no, I've seen
Yeah,
it.
but that's
Okay.
not his.
Never
movie.
seen
Expendables. He was great.
I
in
mean, he's in it.
Expendables
I mean,
too.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell
I
y'all
don't think
right
I've
now.
seen the Fast and Furious movies that he's in.
Everybody listening to this, hit pause.
Yeah, let's go
Boss.
look.
Go
at
to your app, to what's on the TV or your laptop, whatever. Go
Jason
search
Statham.
Beekeeper.
Yeah, Beekeeper.
That's like, to me, that's the perfect Statham movie. Like, you want to know what Jason
That's
Statham's
like a
about?
recent one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
recent, yeah.
Really?
But it hits the perfect notes of, I'm a mysterious guy working a blue collar job, but really, I'm a trained killer.
I'm a trained assassin.
Yeah, that's exactly every Statham movie.
It's like nobody.
Josh Hutcherson.
Parker.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down here into his. Where should we start?
Beekeeper.
Can I do You Betcha while you guys look
Yeah,
for this?
absolutely.
Okay, because it's time for You
Betcha.
which is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Betcha.
The Club World Cup is in the knockout stage.
Inter Miami still hanging around.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's all over this weekend when they play PSG, but you know they got there, and that's what counts. So anyway, we're gonna take a bunch of winners. We're gonna try to pump it up, try to get those odds up. We're gonna take Chelsea over Benfica. This is all draw, no bet. So basically, if they get to extra time and they haven't won, you don't lose because a lot of bets are in the first 90 minutes. This is to advance, basically. So it's going to be Chelsea versus Benfica. We're going to take them minus 185, minus 360 Bayern Munich over Flamengo of Brazil. Then we're going to take minus 330 Inter Milan over Fluminense of also Brazil. Borussia Dortmund, which is from Germany, over Monterrey of Mexico. 4 teams are going to give you plus 241 at the time of recording. And that's You Betcha.
You
Betcha.
Starting with Transporter. That was the really one that kicked them off. Transporter 2.
Never seen it.
Italian job he was into.
You think
Italian
Will
Oh, actually,
Smith?
okay, I have seen that one.
You think
That
Will
is a good
Smith
one.
thinks he can be Bond?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Will Smith.
Shaken, not stirred.
Ooh, Crank.
How about Kumail Nanjiani?
Nah, really?
Kumail Nanjiani, you think he
Let
thinks
me
he
tell
can
you
be
something.
Bond now?
You thought England was going to lose its shit. Because we cast Kevin Hart. Wait till you see an Indian James Bond.
There's Mechanic.
I would love to read the synopsis.
We have a
to you
Canadian
guys.
director already. I think they're already pissed.
Steve Martin.
Blitz.
I'd love to read the synopsis for A Working Man, which is the latest Statham movie.
Well, hold on. The Beekeeper. Like this, it starts like Adam Clay is a beekeeper. Now I'm already out.
What?
No, I'm already in.
I'm in.
Like Adam
What an
Clay is a
obscure
beekeeper.
job. What is he doing there?
But someone very important to him is
Keeping
scammed
bees.
and driven to harm. Like what?
That's exactly like the woman. It's not even someone important to him. It's his next door neighbor.
Yeah.
She got scammed and lost everything. He got upset and went and blew up the building where the scammers were operating from. It's incredible. In a beat up truck, too. This is for A Working Man. Listen to this. Levon Cade left behind a decorated military career in the Black Ops to live a simple life working construction. But when his boss's daughter, who is like family to is taken by human traffickers, his search to bring her home uncovers a world of corruption far greater than he could ever have imagined.
Wow.
Come on, man. How can you not want to watch this?
Rated R.
Parker
You
was.
have an excellent trailer voice.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
He does that.
Yeah.
Parker was
I wanna watch
2013.
Petty thief Chris Dubois.
Can we talk about the Apple TV Plus shows that we've all just recently started getting to? Because I know I finally watched Bad Monkey solely because I needed something to relate with Roy about.
Well said.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know, what am I
Well
trying
said,
to
you
say?
okay?
Well said.
Roy was saying like the most evil character in a TV show was this character on that show, and I was like, well, now I need to watch it to see if he's right or not. And you made a good point.
Oh,
She's
so
pretty
yeah.
the
evil.
wife?
Yeah, the wife.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
bad.
she's
Straight up
but
evil.
but comically evil,
Yeah.
like to the point where I'm like,
That's why I like that show. It's like it's
absurd.
kind of a crime procedural whodunit, whatever, but it's also it's a funny show.
it's a Carl Hyacin. It's very well adapted Carl Hyacin show.
Shout out
But
to
anyways,
Bill Lawrence.
who
Yeah.
was saying that? Shout out to Bill Lawrence. Who was saying that they watched the John Hamm Your Friends and Neighbors show?
That was me.
Was it Fuentes?
Yeah.
I watched the first episode and I was like, this is way too sappy and serious for me. I don't know if I can get into this.
Sappy and serious.
The
Yes, I thought it was going to be a comedy.
No, it is. It's like one of those drama. It's a dramedy. It's like they have its funny parts, and then it does this cool like device where when he starts getting into what he's doing that like shows you how much everything he's doing is actually worth. And I like there are parts that are funny to me, but it does have some dramatic tones. And Olivia Munn's in it, who I hadn't really seen anything in a while.
So it's like The Bear as far as drama is concerned.
Not that dramatic.
Let me read the synopsis for your friends and neighbors. After being fired in disgrace, a hedge fund manager resorts to stealing from his neighbors' homes in the affluent Westmont village, only to discover that the secrets hidden behind the wealthy facades might be more dangerous. Rated R.
It sounds like something that I would really like, but I watched the first episode and I was like,
But you got comedy out of that synopsis?
They've got Amanda Peet in this.
Yeah.
John
I
Hamm's
love
a
her.
very good comedic actor. I don't know why
Brockmire.
they had him playing such a serious.
He's been
role
taking
in this
serious roles.
show.
Like
But
him in
but-
Landman, he was very serious.
He's written
I
well.
know.
In the
I
show,
mean,
he's
Series of a
written
heart
well.
attack on that show.
Don Draper is the most serious person on earth, and that's like his most famous role. But I don't
Let
know.
me
I
tell you
think
right
this
now,
it's a funny
first of all,
premise.
His
Make
most
a funny show.
famous role ever was as Larry David. Remember, he had to shadow Larry David.
Oh,
Larry David. That's his most famous role. Number 2, Landman, aka Cash Grab.
Okay,
Hey,
what do
that's
you
not
want to do there?
serious
What do you
role.
want? Come on, what are you doing? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
hey,
What do you want to do?
Hey, John, here's a lot of money to sit on a private jet, be on the phone, and then hang up.
But then he's at the pool that one time. Then he's in the hospital that one time. No spoiler alert.
You know,
I don't
he
know
was
this
on.
movie.
He was on
It's a
dating
show on Paramount.
Oh,
You know,
Landman with
John
David
Hamm was
Show.
on a dating show.
what dating show?
Singled
Love
Out.
Island. Oh,
Single
He
out.
was on Singled Out?
Yeah.
On MTV?
Really?
Yeah, MTV. Yeah.
With Jenny McCarthy?
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to love that show.
Yeah.
Really?
You've been singled out.
That was
now
like the one.
called Measles Island.
Don't get me started on Love Island.
Okay,
That's
so-
all I know about her.
Hold on. So who here watches Love Island?
Me.
Just you.
I'm
Yeah.
a UK guy.
You watch Love Island in general, right?
my God.
Okay,
No.
so number 1, the show, is it live or is it live to tape or how does this work?
So it has a very aggressive release schedule of an episode every day except Wednesday. On Saturday, they do this show called After the Sun, which is like a recap show. So, but every day they give you an hour or
Every
an hour and
weekday?
a half every weekday, except Wednesday. That's the only
Except
day they don't release.
That's a weird
so
one.
I'm
And
pretty
sometimes,
sure.
do they do unseen bits on? They don't do it on.
I
on the
haven't really
USA
seen it.
This
version?
is
But what-
behind the bit.
Yeah, what I
behind
think-
behind the
behind the bit.
Behind the bit.
Behind
This
the bit.
is Behind the Bit.
Behind-
Rated R.
So I think
Sports Center.
I think the show is always running a week behind.
Okay.
So what you're seeing this
So
week
they're on
happened
an
last
island
week.
right now, and they don't know what's going on in the world.
They don't know
Right now.
anything.
So
Yeah,
one-
they don't know anything.
One of the jokes was that they don't know that World War III is starting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They don't.
Yeah. But I'm sure
be
that
really alarming
I'm sure
for
they
them.
have some kind of
Could
internet
happen.
access or something.
No, they
No,
don't. but,
nothing.
But like, I'm sure producers would be like, "Hey, by the way,
telling them stuff. Yeah.
World War III is starting." So
Yeah.
They bombed Iran.
this is gonna be the last season of this shit. Make it good.
But the thing about that show I've noticed is like it's supposed to be a competition show where at the end I think they're competing for $100,000 or something like that. But then they have all these challenges that have no consequences, and it's basically just we're gonna put these people in a position where they make out with other people, so the people they're coupled up with feel some kind of way, and then we can broadcast them crashing out.
It's just a
Okay, that was
psychological
my-
experiment.
Yeah.
That was my question. Is it a dating show or is it like the challenge
Well,
or is it both?
So that's the thing. It's supposed to be a dating show where you find love, but then the other cast members actively vote people off who are basically trying to be exclusive with other people.
Yeah.
So it's really not about
Get
love
rid
at
of the
all.
Threats. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to survive.
So hold on.
Yeah.
And so there's a Love Island
You gotta
UK. Does that mean like those poor bastards have to go to a Love Island that's off the coast of the United Kingdom?
No,
No,
because
they
the
go to
one in the
Mallorca.
USA is in Fiji.
Of
So then they go.
They're in Mallorca,
Mallorca,
right now.
which
But
is
what's
off
really
Spain.
crazy about that, so I'm watching Love Island UK. I do it specifically because I don't like watching people be that dumb and have them be from the United States. I like the silly accents, and it allows me to disconnect more. And so I'm watching it, and then there's an American girl that they've brought on to be a part of this UK version, which is already like, if you're trying to find love, we're talking about people meeting in a villa and then doing long distance immediately between two countries. But
It can work.
she was from, I believe, New Jersey, lived in Miami, now lives in Vegas. But it turns out after they bring in a bombshell who is a soccer player from England who plays soccer currently at FAU. It turns out
Hoot, hoot.
that this girl also went to FAU. And they started having conversations about Boca Raton on Love Island UK. And I was losing my mind. It felt like one of those moments where
Jeremy was like, I'm trying to escape here.
Yeah, like, why are we talking about Boca right now? It was incredibly confusing. I thought the simulation was breaking.
This thing has been on for 7 seasons?
Oh, I feel like I've been hearing about it for way longer.
Love
too.
Island
like,
UK, I think, is 13 or 14 seasons.
It's been on forever.
And there's just so much. The release schedule is so aggressive.
Can you read what it's about? I mean, what is the
Final synopsis? Yeah, but the release schedule is so aggressive.
Yeah,
like when I found it last year, it's like episode 43, and I'm like, there's no way I'm catching up to this. This is insane.
Yeah,
so I just punted on it until this year.
Snored it.
No, I punted on it until the new season started this year.
So this is the USA Love Island.
Give it to me.
Based on the UK series of the same name, the series follows Islanders who couple up in new surroundings to compete in games and challenges. Throughout their stay, temptations arise, and drama ensues when Islanders are forced to decide if they want to remain with their current partners or recouple with someone new.
What?
Islanders will also be at the mercy of viewers who vote to determine who gets another shot at love and who leaves the villa heartbroken and empty-handed.
Rated
At the end of it all,
PG-13.
one couple walks away with a cash prize. Rated R.
Okay, I feel like this is like Labubus. I still don't really understand.
What is
like I
Labubu?
know what it is, but I don't understand it.
Labubus?
If you're one of my
don't know what
friends
that is.
and you're sending me memes that aren't even about Labubu but kind of reference Labubu, like so the desire, it requires a higher level of understanding, just stop. I'm not going to learn about this thing just so I can get the meme.
There's so many Labubu memes now.
Why? What does it mean?
I have no idea. We need Kristen
It's just a collectible keychain, dude. Yeah, hold on.
It's like a stuffed animal thing.
Yeah.
I don't
It's a
know,
thing?
but
I thought it
people
was
put them
like-
on like Birkin bags now.
I thought it was like Delulu, but like something else. Like
No,
Delulu
no.
is delusional.
I know, it
Labubu
sounds
is
like
Lebatard or whatever. I don't know.
Chris Cody, do you know what it is?
I don't.
I could see
I
if
feel
somebody
like
can
you're
come explain
online
it to us.
enough that I
Yeah.
could get you to. No, darn it. Yeah, it's just like a stuffed keychain thing, but they have
It's
like
very
weird
scary
faces.
looking.
Labubu is a collectible plush toy monster elves created by Hong Kong Belgian designer Kai Sing Lung and marketed by and sold exclusively at China-based retailer Pop Mart. Labubu is also the name of the main character in the series. This is 100% a way that China is infiltrating America with listing technology.
First it was TikTok, now it's Labubus.
Labubu. There's no
Rated
way.
G.
Rated E for everyone.
Okay, here. This is I feel like a true expert coming in.
You dragged in Kirsten, who is literally on her
Kirsten?
way to pack because we're already on our way to Vegas while this drops, and you brought her back from the airport to tell you this.
Yes. Please enlighten us if you can hear me.
Mentally, I'm already in Vegas.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah, dude.
let me debrief you on Labubu. Labubu originally came out maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. It was like, yes, it's old. It was created by an artist who was inspired by Where the Wild Things Are. And then, yes. So that's why like it kind of looks like similar
Big
to
David
that monster.
Sampson fan.
And then what happened was Lisa from Blackpink
Simpsons?
or La Lisa or, yeah.
Oh, the one
White
from White
Lotus.
Lotus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the other reference. White Lotus. She had it on her purse, and then everyone went crazy. So now everyone has it on their purse. It's actually really hard to get now. Like they're being sold for
Really?
like 200 plus on resale. And if you go to Pop Mart, which is the app that they originally like launched them, it's almost impossible to get. So now I think was it Coach or
Time.
I think it was Gucci.
You did a
Wow,
good job.
this is
though.
fascinating. So I was with someone over the weekend that plays baseball in Taiwan, and he was saying that he brought back a Labubu for his girlfriend. And I was like, oh,
Taylor
that's
plays
great.
baseball in Taiwan.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I think I recently saw
I
a
don't like
Labubu
this bit.
that sold for.
I didn't know what
think,
the
like-
bit was. I just know that you were with Taylor over the weekend.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
what's the bit?
There's
we're
no-
we're not
That's
supposed to
it.
talk about that.
that's
Yeah,
weird.
we're not
Am I
supposed to
done?
talk
Can I
about
go?
Yeah,
Yes, thank
bye.
you.
Go have fun.
Have a good
trip.
Vegas.
Bye.
That was very informative.
Bye.
That
It was.
was
funny.
Yeah, thank you for
Slots.
teaching.
So
We
what's
really
happening with
appreciate
you
it.
and Taylor? I'm
Every
confused.
And we went to the Cubs game together.
Right,
He
but
does-
what's the
he does
lore
not live in
behind it?
Taiwan.
But what's the lore
The
behind
lore
it?
is that we posted a picture together with his girlfriend, and someone on the LeBatard Show Reddit was like, they've been together for a while, and he sent it to me, and I was like, cool.
They've been together like Taylor and his girlfriend?
No, like Taylor and
No,
Jess.
me and Taylor.
Oh, gotcha.
Taylor's
is
girlfriend is
behind
just a
the bit.
cover-up.
Gotcha.
Taylor Ripley
Yeah,
is
Taylor's
the
girlfriend's
producer
in
on
the
the Dan Le
picture.
Batard Show. He
Shout
took
out
a
to the
picture
VIPs.
with his actual girlfriend, but also his coworker, Jessica Smetana.
Friend.
And everyone thinks that maybe she might be the real girlfriend.
Wow.
Unrated.
Even though we've known
are.
about Lehman for years. Anyway, a one-of-a-kind Labubu
Liam.
doll has
A double
sold
front.
for a staggering $150,000 at auction.
Wow.
Someone's
Oh
a
my
dumbass.
Hold that thought.
We'll be back. All right, I'm looking at the sheet of paper with the topics on it, right? So, and the fourth to last one on the unpopular
It's very
opinions.
important
Well, hold on.
where on the list it is. Thank you for pointing out to the audience that it's
yeah.
fourth from the bottom.
Well, you know
Well,
what's
this
good?
is for all of us here.
Yes,
so
thank
know
you,
what I'm
Roy,
looking
because
at.
now maybe I don't know which one he's talking
These
about.
are not unpopular
We're trying to be an
opinions.
asshole. Over
Tony
here.
took my topics because he wants to
Because
says-
I want to play a game with Chris.
Stop interrupting, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah, interrupting me.
They're
I'm
they're
telling
Mike's
Chris.
Boo
Boo
Boo was
opinions.
actually one of my topics, and I just slid it in so seamlessly. You're welcome, guys.
Hey, yo.
We have made it to be acceptable to be antisocial with our neighbors. Now, that's very much true. That's very
unpopular?
much true if you know my neighbor.
These are Mike Fuentes' opinions
Yeah.
that he passes
as unpopular opinions.
as unpopular opinions from a Reddit page that he supposedly gets these from.
The opinion is that we've made it unacceptable. I mean, we've made it acceptable to just ignore our neighbors, which I don't think is true.
It's absolutely true. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's unpopular. Like, we shouldn't be so antisocial with our neighbors.
This is like a triple negative. How do you feel about this?
What?
A triple negative.
It is.
We're right back where we started.
You don't understand the take.
It's like an unpopular-
What side of the take are we on?
Yeah. What's unpopular?
Yes.
we have made it too acceptable to be antisocial with our neighbors.
So that's
Okay.
so it's unpopular.
Two accept. So
That
there's
it's
a missing.
acceptable.
Oh, there's a typo.
I
here.
understand. I know.
Thank
I
you.
understand.
There's two typos
Thank
there.
you.
There's two typos there.
I think I
Two with two
understand.
O's and there's two twos.
Two twos.
It shouldn't be like okay.
He stuttered when
to
he
ignore
wrote
your,
it.
to ignore your neighbors. Is what I'm saying.
So you disagree with the unpopular. Like the unpopular opinion is that it's okay.
To be antisocial
No,
to
No,
your
I
he-
don't think it's okay.
He doesn't think it's
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
It's an
It's his
unpopular
opinion, guys.
that he has.
It's his opinion, exactly.
You guys
the
must be.
popular opinion would be that it's okay.
You
to
must go
this.
crazy with microwave instructions, bro. This is nuts.
well, I know
I'm
that
following, but just barely.
I know that these are Mike's, but Chris slid one in to the unpopular opinions.
Wow.
Tabasco.
Hey, yo. The last one, can somebody read it for Chris? I've taken away his page, but he wrote this one and submitted it to Mike, and he thought we weren't going to figure it out, but we figured it
I don't
out
like
because
this.
I'm
Everyone's
too
laughing.
keen
No,
on
what
what this
is
is.
It says kids who got the internship from nepotism are usually the best interns.
Well, weren't you an intern at your mom's law office?
I was. I've interned for every family member.
Uncle Mike.
No, not Uncle Mike actually.
I knew which
one.
one wasn't his. The chocolate chip pancakes aren't good.
Chocolate chip pancakes are elite.
I actually don't like chocolate chip pancakes.
Really?
I don't
He
need like.
also
already
doesn't like
sweet enough.
bacon, dude.
No,
doesn't like
he's right.
bacon.
No, I
He's
love
right.
bacon. I just don't need it in my freaking sandwich.
Yeah, he's
Okay?
right
Here's
about
something
I like
Sean,
blueberry.
pancakes.
I disagree with that. I love bacon in my frickin' sandwich.
Thank
I have
you.
a similar foodie take, which is that one of the best things in life is having a little food tradition that you keep with yourself. That is just something that you do and makes you happy. And for me, the last 6 weeks, every Thursday, I get a giant smoked chicken, half of a smoked chicken, and I eat it out of a styrofoam container, and it makes me so happy. And I love my giant smoked chicken. I look forward to it every Thursday. I wake up, ooh, I'm gonna get my smoked chicken today. And it's so good.
That for the recording, but today is Thursday.
Yeah, I ate it
Smoked
already.
chicken.
Oh,
It
you
was
ate it already?
So
Wow.
good.
You have the
I got a
carcass?
side of baked beans.
Hey, did you mix it up?
There was none left. No carcass left.
Wow,
it was
ate the
just
bones too.
Oh wow.
devoured. Actually, Lehman took a picture of me holding the empty container of it because I had like chicken all over my face. But there it is. There's the carcass.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
R.I.P.
What's that sauce there?
It's a sausage.
It's a sausage.
It's barbecue,
So-
right?
Must not have needed it.
It's smoked
It's
chicken.
a mustard barbecue sauce. I love mustard-based barbecue sauce. It's like very
Carolina.
popular in South Carolina, specifically. Whereas like North Carolina is more vinegar-based, but I love mustard. Chef's kiss, delicious. I love my smoked chicken.
Yep.
That's my hot take, unpopular opinion, whatever you want to call it.
So
popular
the
opinion.
popular opinion that you have was that you like to have a little tiny food tradition.
Yes,
Okay.
it's just one of the nice things about getting older. Is like it's not like I do it with anyone else. I don't need anyone else to do this thing. I just every week I look forward to my little chicken, and it makes me happy.
I used to do like a Friday night Taco Bell run, no matter what.
That's we've stopped that.
Yeah,
now.
100%.
Okay.
Because for two reasons.
A couple of them.
Yeah. But it was nice while it lasted. Not gonna lie.
How long did that last?
Enough? Probably 3 or 4 years. Probably 2 years too many.
I mean, that's a sad Friday night, no?
In Oklahoma City, my hotel.
I thought you've been out drinking.
Oh, late night.
Yeah, late
That's
night.
different.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like dinner, Friday night.
No.
All right, here we are.
You guys want to go? What time you guys going?
Meet me at the border.
Chalupa.
Late night now. All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Francis grows up, has a family, and his kids are interrupting Friday Taco Bell dinner. You know, Friday's a secret in this house.
It's like, hey, Dad, can we go out for my high school graduation on Friday? No, that's Taco Bell.
No, what are you talking about? We are going out. Do you want a Crunchwrap Supreme or not?
His daughter walks downstairs dressed up like, hey, where do you think you're going, young lady?
It's Friday.
I went with my dad, and now you'll go with me.
Chalupa.
You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn.
Okay, but we may laugh.
We respect the bell in this house.
Mike, did the tradition of the Taco Bell run not make you happy every Friday? You were like,
I was happy.
I can't wait for my little treat.
Of course,
great.
You were happy and shitting.
I guess the unpopular opinion is that getting older stinks, but my opinion is that it's actually nice because you can start doing. I don't know what.
I was letting you go. I didn't know we had a fucking mic on
Whoa,
back here.
whoa, have to throw an F-bomb.
Can't take it anymore.
There's a kid in the back seat.
We have broken Jeremy.
Guys, I feel like Jeremy had a really bad Thursday.
Yeah.
Did he?
That was a funny clip.
I think it was fine.
Oh, Thursday. That's today.
Let him speak for himself.
Yeah.
No,
What happened today?
You're fun, right?
I'm fine.
What happened yesterday? I don't know.
What happened yesterday is the question.
It was a few days ago. It was when
We should all take it easy.
When I was in Oklahoma City, my hotel is right next to a McDonald's.
The haunted one?
And No, I didn't say the haunted one. I said it at another one.
Peabody one.
But what I found that I was doing over and over again was people were like, "Hey, you want to go to lunch?" And I'm like, "No, I'm hitting that $5
Valley
sack meal or whatever." Oh my God, it's so
the
incredible.
$5 McValley
McDouble, small fries, and
$5
4-piece
sack
nuggets.
If you're feeling McChicken
McFlurry.
that day, you get the McChicken and the nuggets.
Oh my
double
gosh.
chicken.
Yeah.
Mama.
Never go double chicken. Too much chicken. The nuggets
chicken.
nuggets.
No
and
such
chicken.
thing as too much chicken.
Well, it depends on the chicken.
Well, not on,
smoked chicken.
not on Thursdays at least.
Yeah.
Not on Smoked Chicken Day.
No.
You got me. Oh, I love smoked chicken day.
There's an
Thursdays.
unpopular opinion on the sheet that I have a big problem with. but I can see why it's
Mike
unpopular.
wrote it, so just no.
Okay.
Yeah.
The skip intro button is ruining TV shows. Get the hell out of here.
You don't
That is
want to look at the theme song or
I
anything?
never want to look at any theme
No,
song.
you watch
know,
it the first time.
Yes,
First
exactly.
episode.
First episode, that's
yes,
it.
that's
Yeah.
Chris, 6 years. 6 years before someone was like, yo, how crazy was the intro on that Game of Thrones episode? I'm like, what? You guys are watching the intro? I was like, yeah, it changes every episode. I'm like, really?
It does.
I've been
It does.
mashing skip
Yeah,
intro my
it
entire
does.
life.
If it changes every time, they shouldn't have the skip option for
That's
that
true.
show in particular.
That's a good point.
I
Yeah, that's a good
agree.
take. That's a good take. There.
No,
That's a good
no,
take. Yeah,
don't.
good take.
Not a good take.
Yeah,
Take.
yeah. Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Not a good take.
Good job.
Not a good
What?
take. I'm
What?
gonna tell you why.
Bad take? What do you mean?
Because
Bad
they
take?
told me that, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's cool." And I sat there and I watched it, and I was like, "It looks exactly the
Yeah,
same every
same.
time." What are you talking about?
No, they
Let
go
me
to
skip-
different places.
Ah, skip the intro.
It's true.
Skip them.
No,
It's like a risk board. It's cool.
the only thing I'll agree that you
Ukraine is
absolutely have to
weak.
skip is like when you binge like a 30-minute sitcom, because then you're watching the like.
I'll be there.
Or even The Office, like. Yeah, by the amount of if you watch the intro to The Office like 8 times, that's a full episode of The Office.
Yeah.
You know, like anyway, bad.
I think it depends.
Bad opinion. You're right.
I don't think it's ruined anything, but
It's
I think
ruined
it's
The
just,
one show that I would
It's fine.
always
It
watch.
saved it. It saved it.
The one show that I watch it every time, Sopranos.
Yeah.
Oh, because the song.
Shit slaps. Maybe want to just drive a car on the highway. I just want to drive.
The Jersey Turnpike.
Jersey Turnpike, like the scariest stretch of
guy.
highway
Listen to some
outside
Bruce
of
Springsteen.
I-95 in
aggressively
Florida.
pull into a driveway.
There's like a smokestack in the back.
Jersey.
Got some gabagool.
Haven't watched an episode of The Sopranos since the day it went off air.
No,
Never went
I
back
watched
to rewatch.
season 1 like 2 summers ago, and it still slaps.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just too much TV, man. I can't go back to watch.
I agree. There,
Long
That is
episodes.
an unpopular
Yeah.
opinion. Too much TV, but I kind of agree with
You want to hear an unpopular opinion? Mike Fuentes says The Godfather is not a good movie, and it's.
I didn't say it wasn't good.
What
I
did
didn't
you say?
It wasn't good. I
You
said
ended up
I
saying it
said
was a bad movie.
I said it was overrated.
Oh my!
Overrated.
You ended up saying bad though.
You
No,
did.
I
He
never
did.
said
He
it was
did.
bad.
He did.
I
He
never
did.
said it was bad.
Where's
I never said
Ethan?
it was
Ethan
bad.
said it. Ethan, poke
happens.
your
It's
head
fine.
in
We
here.
got
Don't you bring
we
Ethan
don't
in here.
need
That's
Ethan.
it.
We don't
It's
need
over.
Ethan.
We got it, Ethan.
All of a sudden, it's Ethan Crate.
Too much on the hockey show.
No,
Where
but
is
I
Ethan?
said
Year
it
of
was.
Ethan.
I said it was overrated. Ethan is having quite the year.
I know.
Has to be
Yeah.
said.
All his teams are winning.
All his teams are winning titles. Yeah.
Oh God.
Year of Ethan.
Oh
That's
shit!
awesome.
Yeah,
But I never said it was
Gators.
overrated. I said the movie was 3 scenes. That's it.
Right. 3 scenes. Okay.
The Godfather.
Imagine.
3 scenes.
Cinema.
He also said A Bronx Tale wasn't good either.
I didn't like it that much. I guess
What
I
do
just,
you like?
I just prefer the Scorsese
What do you
mob
watch?
movies, I guess.
What? Oh, you like
Unpopular
cartoonish?
opinion: all the good movies are bad.
Yeah. That's
All the
very
great
popular.
movies are terrible.
That's not true.
Yeah.
He's not the tough guy. Your father's the tough guy. The working man's the tough guy.
You didn't like that?
You know what scene I really hate in that movie? The bar fight with the bikers. God, I hate that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Look at me.
so
It's hilarious. That's why it sucks.
Look at me. I did this to you.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
did this
man.
to you, and then he hits. Get out of here, bro. The
Did
next
you
day, the
guys
bikers come back.
see-
They shoot the whole place up. You know?
The New York Times is doing its top 100 movies of the 21st century, and you can like vote on a top 10 and make a ballot. So I did it the other day, and I put The Dark Knight Rises on my top 10 list, and my friends were destroying me. They were like, "That's not
a great
even
movie.
a top 9 Nolan film," and I'm like, "Okay, I
What?
agree that this."
What's
is
your list?
not-
Do you have your list handy?
I do have it handy.
Okay, let's go. 1 through 10.
First of all, we need to disregard like the first 30% of her list
Why?
Why?
Oh,
because it's all Lord of the
why?
Rings movies.
But they were like Academy Award-winning films. Why
wasn't
we
but wasn't
disregard them?
only the third one?
Second.
The third one was
They
the most
won, like,
successful,
15 awards. Okay.
right?
Okay, I'll pull
Number
up my
10.
list.
Best
So
makeup.
number 10, I have.
Fanfare.
Best effects.
They're not in order, but sure.
They're not
Number
in
10,
order.
I have Interstellar.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. You put my.
No, the fader's down.
Put my
the
thing
fader's
back
down.
up.
The fader's down.
Timmy
What-
Chalamet
no.
breakout role.
No fanfare?
What the? Come on.
Fanfare?
Put my.
Fanfare.
Put my
Oh, you
Unpopular
gotta do it
opinion. Mike should put fanfare on
Okay,
my
hold
list.
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
there you go.
Number 9, Greta Gerwig's coming-of-age film Lady Bird.
What was number 10 again? I forgot.
Interstellar.
Oh,
Oh, Interstellar. Yeah.
Which I agree is a better Nolan film than The Dark Knight Rises, for the record. But
So Chalamet and
What would
back-to-back
you know
movies.
about?
I mean, one of the great movie characters of all time, played by Tom Hardy, also portrayed by Smetty sometimes, Bane. But I agree though. The middle of that movie, you don't need to see Batman do the whole like rehab thing. It takes too long.
It's not even the best movie that starts with the 3 words "The Dark Knight."
Oh, get out of here.
And that's
Dark
not-
Knight, unpopular opinion. Dark Knight Rises is a better movie.
Then what?
I like Dark Knight
Dark Knight.
Rises
Then Dark
more than
Knight?
Dark
No,
Knight
that's
2.
just- that's just
I do too,
incorrect.
but they're both really good.
They're both great.
That is
They're both
crazy.
spectacular.
Unpopular movie. If the dude doesn't die, we don't think about The Dark Knight as being that great.
Nah.
Oh, I don't
you're
think so,
insane.
man. I
Very
disagree.
unpopular.
Like
I
a
disagree with
fantastic
that.
opening scene.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Batman had his
Right,
back
that
broken.
opening
He had to
scene.
But
be
same
Yeah,
with
he
The
did
Dark
have the
Knight
back
Rises, the
broken.
plane scene.
Yeah.
where Bane
Yeah,
is
it's
in
also
the-
so
the-
good.
No,
the-
one of
the-
us. No, brother. One of us must stay in the wreckage.
Expecting one of us in the wreckage, brother.
And he accepted.
Oh, brother.
Bane talking is just a trump card, though. Like, it's hard to
Oh,
lose.
stop
to
flying this
Bane.
plane.
We give it back to you.
What? Do you feel
in control?
No, what was it? Oh, that gives you power over me?
Number 8.
Okay.
Jeremy, do your
Ocean's
Bane.
11.
I just saw it recently. I still can't believe
You have a
that.
Desmond Bane impression?
Wow.
That's literally what I was trying to think of, but I couldn't think of anything
careful.
related to Desmond Bane.
Lightly.
Next, Jess.
Parasite.
Wow. 7.
Great movie.
Great
Great movie. Yeah.
Seven
These
wasn't
aren't in
it.
order, but Parasite
Yeah.
was excellent. Phantom Thread, number 6.
Horns down, go Horned Frog.
That's
What
where
was it?
Phantom Thread.
So good.
That's the
know
one
what that
where
is. What is that?
it's the one where this
Thread?
incredible
Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis plays like a tailor.
I don't know.
And
He's a fashion
Jess's
head of a
boyfriend?
fashion house.
yeah. Not a
Oh,
great-
wow.
I mean, whatever.
Such a bad bit.
Wow.
House of Woodcock, one of the great movie.
Mr. Woodcock.
Is that 6?
Wait, who's the House of Woodcock? What is that?
Billy Bob Thornton?
It's the name of one of the songs from Phantom Thread.
Oh, so that wasn't number 6.
So I wasn't
There's
number six.
romantic poisoning in it, guys. It's a very sexy movie.
Romantic
The Dark
poisoning?
Knight Rises.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh,
And then
that?
number 4.
the Bane realization. Oh,
Her opinion on movies doesn't matter.
who is this woman?
Finally, somebody says it.
What's a guy doing
I
here?
agree with whatever his name is.
Zagaki.
Sagaki. Joseph.
And Tony. Bottoms, number 4.
I really
All-timer.
like, but I don't
Funny
say.
movie.
I
It's
would
a
say
good movie.
I would
You said
say,
all timer?
I
Is that
would
what
say
you said
all
already?
time.
Great.
I'm gonna say this.
I said it.
No, who said all time? I think this guy said it.
I said all timer.
Okay.
I don't know bottoms.
I enjoyed it.
You think it's hilarious, right?
I think it's hilarious. I don't know if I'd call it one of the best of the 21st century.
I would put it as one of the best of the 21st century because I think it was created for my sense of humor specifically. Like, it is one of those movies, like Lady Bird, where I'm like, there are some jokes in this movie that specifically speak to me, so it's going on my list because I am the target audience for it.
Can you read the synopsis for Chris Cody since he never heard the movie?
I've seen it now.
It's a football movie, Chris. You would like it.
That's how I describe it too.
I recognize
Marshawn Lynch is in it. He has like he should have gotten a supporting actor.
What is it? Because I've never.
He really should have.
I started. Unpopular best friends PJ and Josie start a high school fight club to meet girls and lose their virginity.
Nice.
They soon find themselves in over their heads when the most popular students start beating each other up in the name of self-defense. That's not a good synopsis. It's a very funny movie.
It's a lot funnier than that.
That makes it seem so much more serious. Than it actually is.
So what's the movie about?
The meat and bones is there.
These two girls are not popular and they're not cool, so they start a fight club to meet other girls and try to date the popular, like, hot girls at school.
Gotcha.
And then in the process, there's a whole subplot where this high school's football team has a big rivalry game coming up, and the lead quarterback, his name's Jeff. Very important to the to the film. He's dating one of the popular girls, and they're trying to basically like stop the two main girls, Rachel Sennett and Ayo Edebiri, from like doing this fight club. And Marshawn Lynch is their like faculty sponsor, so he's like in the movie, and
he's like the worst. Like
he's terrible. Yeah, he's
adult you could have. In
so he's Marshawn Lynch in that role.
He's just Marshawn Lynch who happens to be a teacher.
But he does a great job of it. He does a great job of it. It's a really funny movie.
Yes, they bomb the quarterback's car at one point. It's very
it's absurd. It's an absurd movie. I love it. It's no 22 Jump Street though, which unpopular opinion, 22 Jump Street better than 21 Jump Street.
I don't know. Is there Korean Jesus in 22?
And I would say similar senses of humor, similar sensibilities, very similar like high school coming of age film, but with a very like hilarious twist. And they're making fun of sort of like the self-seriousness of the football team, and it's hilarious.
Someone get this guy some water. He's black. He's been through a lot.
Dude, just the opening scene where you need to tell a very specific detail.
I said Sleepy, the Mexican Wolverine. Come on, Jeff. My name is Jeff.
That all-time line. All-time line. Any more, Jess?
Wow.
Number 3.
Bottoms, 22 Jump Street, Jeff. Number 3, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Okay. Number 2?
Number 2, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King.
Of course.
Reluctant.
And the number 1 movie of the 21st century, according to Jessica Smetana.
The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Oh,
of course.
Thank you.
The slam poetry scene in 22 Jump Street.
Cynthia.
Okay, so Jess, I gave you some shit, but Lord of the Rings altogether won 475 awards out of a possible 800 nominations.
Oh, okay.
Good Lord.
So over
They got,
50%.
like, the Cinephile Award from Adnan.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
That's a lot of awards. But you were right. It did win Best Makeup, which doesn't really count.
Read all of the awards it won for The Return of the King.
They don't.
There's 500 of them. Don't
Academy
read it.
Awards. Academy Awards specifically.
Okay.
Academy Awards.
I wasn't
the
here.
Big ones, the heavy hitters.
I wasn't here earlier this week. Can somebody explain to me what happened with Jeremy and him talking in like a certain tone of voice?
Before we get into
I have that clip of him talking.
But before we get into that,
I just need to explain to me because I didn't see it.
The Return of the
behind
King.
the bit.
Return of the King won every single award it was nominated for that year.
Yep.
Best
Clean
Picture,
sweep.
Best Director, Adapted Screenplay, Art Direction,
Bad
Costume
year or
Design,
what?
Film
Yeah,
Editing.
it must
Well,
have
yeah,
been
it's
a
not
bad
going to do
year.
multiple
Bad
years,
year?
genius. Makeup, Original Score, Original Song, Sound Mixing, and Visual Effects.
He
What
said
year was
he
that?
said bad year.
I said bad
or
year,
What?
like for
he didn't say
other
one
movies?
year.
For other
Oh,
movies,
yeah, Bad Year for the Movies.
No,
yeah.
not at all.
What else was that?
What
What
other
year was
movies
that?
nominated for Best Picture that year?
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
What year is it?
2013.
2003.
Tell me about
2003,
Jeremy's
not
thing.
2002.
2013.
2003.
Which movie is
Lord
it?
of the Rings was 2003.
But hey, this guy's having a stroke. Somebody help him.
Which movie was it? Was it Two Towers?
Return
No,
of the
The
King.
Return of the King, the
King?
last
Okay.
one.
Right.
Return of the King. Was that the best song that they had?
Return of the King.
Once again. Oh my
Okay, here we go. I found it somehow faster than.
Yeah, Mike, what are you doing over there?
I don't know what he's
Having
doing.
a stroke.
He's Googling 2013 movies.
Let's see. Best Picture. Oh my God! Of course, it's listed backwards. Never mind. I didn't find it
Okay, I
faster.
got it.
Okay,
All right.
Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Lost in Translation, Master and Commander, Mystic River is Seabiscuit.
Master and Commander was
Master and Commander.
Bad year for the movie.
awful.
They only nominated 5 movies for Best Picture.
Lost in
Yeah, now it's like
Translation, though. That
12
should
every
have won.
time.
I think it's 10.
Best actor that year, Sean Penn for Mystic River.
Mystic River was a good movie.
Should have been Viggo Mortensen.
not a
My
Academy
daughter! My daughter! All right, that's what it is. Yeah.
Award. That's off.
Bill Murray.
All right, he's back. He's not having a stroke.
Although you see his face doing that voice.
Yeah, it was a little droopy.
So we stumbled into the idea that a lifetime ban ends when someone dies. So we were like having fun with it. And Jeremy,
Like a Pete Rose situation?
yeah, like Pete
Yeah,
Rose.
exactly
And
like
we
that. Oh, okay.
stumbled into, so a lifetime ban. So when you die,
You're back.
You're allowed to go in. And then Jeremy was just like, I'm gonna, and he wanted to interject. I have the sound there of Jeremy interjecting. It's just like
So,
we're
Jeremy,
having
can you give me context of what you're trying to
picture-
say here?
Picture high energy, like, get in. I didn't even realize that. And then the show kind of stops and it goes to Jeremy.
If you think that your family would get a lot of joy from seeing you go to the Hall of Fame and they're getting up there in age,
Why are
it's
you talking
your
like that?
parents.
And then we just like, I hit the nails on a chalkboard.
Play it again to start. Play it again to start.
If you think that your family would get a lot of joy from seeing you go to the Hall of Fame and they're getting up there in age,
Why are
it's
you talking
your
like that?
parents.
I'm gonna stick up for Jeremy.
Wait, are
And the
you
thing
trying
is he
to be,
was
like,
going somewhere.
Yes,
Like,
he-
sensual?
No, not sensual. Look. So do you guys know what he was gonna say? What he was trying to say?
have no idea.
What he was trying to
No.
say was basically if a lifetime ban only ends when you die and you want your family to enjoy you being in the Hall of Fame,
die sooner.
maybe you
Oh
should
my
make
God.
it so that you die sooner.
Right.
But he says it in a way, because I appreciate this, sometimes when you're saying something that is not
On mic,
quite
Jeremy.
supposed to be,
Sounds like a commercial.
you're
You
supposed
sound
to
like
do
you're
it.
trying to sleep
Yeah,
with
but-
everyone in the room.
But I feel like Jeremy, more than
That
the
just
rest of
comes
us,
across naturally.
has this like you get.
I'm
this-
just sensual.
right. But you do it sometimes when you're like talking heat. You
The
really try to
Rizzler
slow
over
down,
here.
and you're like, I think that the move they need, like it's like
Yeah, it is.
just it. I want to
get it.
shake you at those times.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's me just
Chris
trying to
gets really
slow
antsy.
everybody down. I'm just, sometimes when there's too much full court basketball going on, you need to just slow the game down and get everybody centered.
like that.
And get back to where they need
We're
to be.
fast paced. We're indie, baby. We're fast
Hold
paced.
the ball under your arm and just hold the
Play
hand
the
up.
sound again.
4.
Yep.
Play that
that's
sound
exactly
again.
right.
I want to hear him again.
If you think that your family would get a lot of joy from seeing you go to the Hall of Fame and they're getting up there in age,
Why are
it's
you talking
your
like
parents.
that? Mesothelioma.
I think if you want to be more central, you have to go less buttons on the shirt.
I think
by
we
the
were
way.
all so thrown off by the delivery. Me and Dan both thought he was feeding Dan a line. So I'm like, does he think he's just talking to Dan? I thought he was like doing the thing.
Is that
of like,
how you whisper in Dan's ear? Oh my.
Constantly. It's why he loves me so much.
All right, can we lay out and can you do something that you would whisper into somebody's ear, like on the show from on this side?
You're like your hot wife.
Well,
about
no,
baseball.
I don't want
Hot wife's not on
I'm
the
going to
show.
whisper to her about baseball. That would never happen. Okay.
How about you told me earlier?
Yeah, what
was
did I
Dan,
tell you?
Dan Patrick's
when a mommy
the
and
first
daddy
episode
love
of
each
Dan
other
Patrick.
very
The
much.
birds and the bees.
Hey, I mean, Dan Patrick's first episode was October of 2007.
That's exactly what it
Okay,
sounds.
there you go. Yeah, that's how you do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You started with Hey Amin?
No.
I might to get his attention.
No, he
Like,
just starts talking.
but
And
most
I
of the
was-
time I just start talking and catch him off guard.
it can sound like that, or it can sound like.
That your family would get a lot of joy from
Joy?
seeing you go to the Hall of Fame.
Can
Yeah,
you
that's
just
the word.
cut-
That's
cut
the
out
word. It's
joy?
joy.
Why are you
talking like
It's
that?
the family part too.
No, it's
You think
Joy.
Let's all be silent. Let's hear it again and figure out which of the words that we want pulled out.
if you think that your family would get a lot of joy from seeing you go to the Hall of Fame and they're getting up there in age.
Why are
it's
you talking
your
like that?
parents. You know what it is? What you think
It's
is
definitely
sensual.
family.
I was going for sinister.
Sinister.
But sinister came across as
God.
sensual.
Then I want to
You
heir
think that your
sensual.
family would get a lot of joy.
There's so much bass in your voice when you say family.
Family and joy.
Man, I got bass in my voice.
Yeah,
Joy's-
evil laugh at the end.
Joy.
Joy.
God, it's awful.
Family.
You think that your family was I'm never going to be able to speak.
It literally sounds like something a serial killer would leave, like a voice note for your family to you. Listen to this.
Wait, no, hold on.
It's awful.
He's cutting it.
Sucks, doesn't it, Fuente?
No, not really. No, just to say.
Joy.
Okay,
Joy.
but
The end
imagine
of joy goes
Isolate
joy.
family.
Has breathy at the end. Joy.
Base.
That wasn't me. Let's make that clear.
Come on, buddy. Here we go.
Family would get a lot of
Family.
your family. Your family.
It's like he's gonna say like, you think your family's gonna find you? They're never gonna find you. I'm gonna put you.
The mix of deliveries that happens accidentally is like sort of, kind of whispering, sort of, kind of trying to be sinister, sort of, kind of, and just interrupted. Your family.
Very specific set of skills.
Family would.
Hello, sweet Annie.
Rated R.
Family.
Joy.
Check out the Greg Cody Show. See you later.
Okay, goodbye.